In times of chaos and despair, corporations often play a pivotal role in providing relief and support to communities ravaged by natural disasters and humanitarian crises. Yet, behind the facade of goodwill lies a complex reality, where profit motives intertwine with philanthropy, raising questions about ethics, accountability, and the commodification of human suffering. But what lies beneath the surface of corporate aid efforts, and what are the implications for affected populations and global solidarity? Throughout history, corporations have wielded significant influence in disaster response and recovery efforts, leveraging their resources, expertise, and networks to deliver aid to affected communities. From supplying essential goods and services to funding humanitarian initiatives to deploying corporate volunteers, businesses have become indispensable actors in the humanitarian landscape. At the heart of corporate involvement in disaster relief lies a delicate balance between altruism and self-interest. While many companies genuinely seek to make a positive impact and fulfill their corporate social responsibility mandates, others may exploit crises as opportunities to enhance their brand image, expand market share, or gain access to lucrative contracts and concessions. While corporate support can be instrumental in addressing immediate needs and rebuilding communities, we must remain vigilant against the pitfalls of corporate-driven humanitarianism. When profit motives overshadow humanitarian principles, there's a risk of exploitation, dependency, and unintended harm to vulnerable populations, particularly in contexts of power, asymmetry, and resource scarcity. The commodification of human suffering and the monetization of disaster response raise profound ethical questions about the role of corporations in shaping humanitarian agendas and priorities. From conflicts of interest to the erosion of local autonomy, corporate involvement in disaster relief demands greater transparency, accountability, and adherence to humanitarian principles to safeguard the dignity and rights of affected individuals and communities. As we confront the complexities of corporate involvement in disaster response, there is a pressing need to re-evaluate existing models of humanitarian aid and corporate engagement. From strengthening regulatory frameworks to promoting ethical business practices to fostering community-led approaches to disaster resilience, alternative pathways offer hope for a more just and equitable response to crises. As we navigate the complex terrain of disaster response and corporate accountability, the imperative of ethical reflection and responsible citizenship has never been more apparent. By holding corporations accountable for their actions, advocating for transparency and accountability, and centering the needs and voices of affected communities,